We got rising in reverse. You could be wanting to rise, but you're having issues right now. Somebody could be wanting you to rise. Rise in reverse. I don't know. I'm kind of getting you want to rise, but you might be having some bad luck right now. Let's see where this rise energy in reverse is coming from. So the Hierophant, religious belief, conviviality, spiritual wisdom, knowledge sharing, education, conformity. I feel like this is the energy that you're in. You're probably in this energy of leaning and learning more about your religious beliefs, probably some spiritual wisdom, leaning and learning more spiritual wisdom, also sharing the knowledge that you're in. I think you're really throwing yourself into either education as far as your schooling, or you're throwing yourself into either learning more religious beliefs or spiritual knowledge right now. And mind you could be leaning on your education or your religious or spiritual beliefs because you don't see yourself rising right now. So I'm thinking you're probably trying to leaning on your beliefs right now. Seven of Pentacles upright, happy employment, apprenticeship, mastery, crafts and talent, skill, accomplishment, ambition, skill development. This may be in your career too. You may be in a phase in life where you feel like, mind you, the original card is rising in reverse. You may be at a point where you feel like you're not getting anywhere with your career. And I really feel like you're, especially with that happy employment, apprenticeship, mastery, crafts and talents, so you like what you do, but you probably need more credentials behind what you're doing. Like crafts and talents, if it's a skill, you probably need a trade, or you need to probably seek an apprenticeship. But I really feel like you're ambitious behind whatever it is you're doing, and that's why you're seeking this knowledge in it. Like this gives me you trying to solidify your career, or you trying to solidify whatever it is that you do. You know, I really feel like if it's mastery, like something you're already mastering, then yeah, you just need to solidify it with the credentials or the trade, or solidify your business. If it is a new skill that you're learning, that's why you're trying to lean on this education and this knowledge. You're seeking and giving knowledge on it. Probably rubbing shoulders with people in the places that you're trying to be in, or in the spaces that you're trying to get into. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, complacency, workaholic, stubbornness, dull, laziness, pessimism, perfectionism, broken promises, impatient. I really feel like this is some energy you're trying to avoid right now. I really feel like you're trying to keep your mind out of a negative space. You're also trying not to stay complacent as well. And that could be why, mind you, it's rising in reverse. Complacency may be even your issue. I think you're feeling complacent. I think that's what this overall reading is about. You're feeling complacent in your life right now. That's why you're seeking this knowledge and this wisdom. And I think it may be in your skills. Your skills, your education, your trade. Like I really feel like ambition, that's right here on this Eight of Pentacles. That's what you're tapping into, your ambition. I really feel like that's probably what's driving you. You're literally ambitious, and you don't want to feel complacent. You don't want to feel stuck. Like this gives me you trying to fly up the ladder. Hold on, y'all. Making sure my deck is right. Three of Swords in reverse. So optimism, forgiveness, recovery, healing, releasing pain, acceptance. I really feel like you're being optimistic because you're trying to stay out of this negative Nancy energy. You may be in a phase where you're forgiving yourself just because you're probably feeling like there's more you could have did probably in the past. But mind you, when you reflect on things like that, that's how you figure out the pieces that were missing. So that way you know what pieces to put together for now and the future. I feel like this is the kind of why it's saying healing, recovery, healing, releasing pain and acceptance. That's what you're doing. I really feel like you're looking back on your life and you reevaluating things. And you're putting little pieces together that you felt like you were missing over time. Trying to avoid feeling complacent. So the strength in reverse: vulnerability, insecurity, self-doubt, low confidence, cowardice, low energy, disbelief, abuse of power. I feel like this is the energy that has you feeling like this rising in reverse. Mind you, all of this falls back on complacency. I feel like your feeling of complacency has you feeling all these characteristics of strength in reverse. Mind you, that came out on the Knight of Pentacles too. These are the characteristics that have you feeling weak right now. But mind you, this is a good thing. Because it's not beating you down to leave you down. Feel like you're beating yourself down because you're finna build yourself back up. Stronger. Now, mind you, this could be in your career. This could be in your business. Your work life. Knight of Swords upright. Didn't I just say you ambitious? I just said that. Ambition. Yeah, ambitious, accomplishment, seize the moment, big chances, tenacity, determination. This is the energy you sitting in and you is not playing. I feel like you're in the energy to where you'll knock a motherfucker over to get to your goals right now. Literally, like you'll literally not step over nobody back in a bad way, but like you trying to get to that. Like you trying to get to these doors that you trying to open up, man. You are very ambitious, and I even feel like you seizing the opportunity right now. That's why you're gaining this knowledge and this wisdom. I really feel like you even taking advantage of all the shit going on around you. You like a sponge right now. You just soaking up whatever you can. That's amazing. That's great. A lot of people have to, force themselves to kind of be in this kind of energy. I feel like you in it on your own. The Empress in reverse. So insecurity, creative block, lack of progress, over dependence, emptiness, suffocation. This is what got you in this vulnerability too. This is another thing that had you complacent. You was feeling like a failed empress. Now, mind you, gender doesn't apply. Gender doesn't apply at all. The Empress, she sits in abundance. She sits in a comfortable spot. She's so comfortable she can nurture others. You weren't feeling that way. I really feel like the Empress is where you want to be. That's why you feel vulnerable and insecure. And you doubting yourself. Because you know you should be sitting on this throne right now. But mind you, because you know you should be sitting there, this is why you're trying to put this work in. Why you doing all of this? That's why you in this energy. Queen of Swords in reverse, pessimistic. Mind you, pessimistic then came out on this card, the Knight of Pentacles. Negative Nancy, careless, cold-hearted, emotional, sarcastic, overly critical, easily influenced, no presence of mind. To me, this feels like you just being a little annoying. Being a little negative Nancy a little bit. Just because you in your emotions. But I really feel like you in your emotions because you know you should be sitting in this Empress seat. You might even be, overly critical. I always say when people over-criticize the people around them, it's because they also over-criticizing themselves. And I think that's what you're doing. But mind you, you can't have that kind of energy and expect to be able to soak up knowledge and wisdom people around you, because people that have that kind of wisdom to share, they get rubbed wrong that way. And you're going to end up pushing them away. But you need them so you can get this knowledge and this wisdom. So sometimes you got to kind of tread lightly in order to get what you need. Page of Wands upright. Imagination, inspiration, exploration, extrovert, fresh ideas, eye-opener, cheerfulness, energetic. This is you. This is the energy you're in behind your craft that you're working on. If you stay in this energy and stay out of this negative, careless, and being just a little annoying. If you stay out of that energy, you might can get what you need out of the people that you need it from. That's going to make sense to who it needs to make sense to. But just for confirmation, Ten of Wands upright, responsibility, duty, feeling burdened, exhausted, struggles, hard work, losing concentration. This is the energy you are being pushed to. This is why you're seeking this knowledge. I think I think you realize this Empress in reverse energy is not what you want to sit in. I really feel like you're going to do what's necessary. Keep staying optimistic. keep staying around these wise people that you need so you can get these keys to these doors so you can unlock the doors that you're trying to unlock so you can keep rising and progressing out of this shit.